Why Everyone Hates Everything by Mez by Mez. Let's tap in. Let's see what we got today. Let's see what
you ever open your phone for a quick scroll, just one video before you actually do something productive with your day, and somehow you're 20 minutes deep, not even watching the videos anymore, but just reading comments. And I'm not talking about normal comments either. I'm talking about straight negativity. The video can be completely harmless. Like this guy's talking about school lockdowns, but the entire comments are frying him, saying he has the safest Face ID in the world, and God submitted him at 11:59. Like, how do you even come up with that shit? And the thing is, he didn't even say nothing specifically bad in the video. All he wanted to do was post something relatable, get some reposts, etc. But he was just met with hate first.
I'm not gonna lie, I know some of y'all is like me when it comes to like this internet shit. Like it's some videos, some pictures where it's like you know what the comments look like. You know the comments like the comments are going to be bad. It's going to be rage bait. It's going to be they're clowning this nigga or this woman. They're clowning this person. You know what I'm saying? They're saying the most egregious things, especially on Instagram. Like I feel as though TikTok is kind of bad too, but like with Instagram, everybody is haters in the comments. Like everybody, no matter what the video or a picture that they post could be. Oh, look at this beautiful moon. And then somebody in the comments like, oh, look at this nigga admiring moons. Look at this nigga looking at space. Like people find a way, and it's like fascinating to me to just hate on everything. And I genuinely don't get it. Because like they said, some people wake up and the moment they see a post that they know the comments is going to be banging, they sprint to the comments. Whether just to look at them and laugh or to leave their own hateful shit. I don't get it. I don't know why people do that, but that's where social media is right now. It's been that way for a while, but that's where it is, like right now.
No real reason. And it's honestly getting to a point where people don't even give anything a chance anymore. It doesn't even matter what the video is. Motivational video, funny video, whether you go on TikTok or Instagram Reels, it's getting to a point where I don't think people watch videos to enjoy them. They watch to see what the comments say.
It's time to drop my 10 daily hate comments.
It's real humans like this, by the way. And here's the weird part, because this didn't just happen. Hating became a trend. People realize that being negative gets engagement fast. So in a way, there's a race going on. Who's gonna call it mid first? Who's gonna make the funniest disrespectful comment? Because the earlier you hate, the more attention you're gonna get. Because
and it's crazy because he's right. The algorithm rewards hatred. It rewards hating on a nigga. Like, for some reason, like you barely see the positivity put. Like, obviously, like let's be realistic. On every post, not 100% of the comments are negative. I would say 80%. I'll say 80%, but the 20% of the comments, my nigga, you would have to scroll for at least 30 minutes just to get to all the way to the bottom. And it's crazy because the positive comments always come later. The hate comments are first. You know what I'm saying? So you'll always see those, but it's just like the hate always gets pushed. Like the hate is what gets the 30,000 likes on a comment. Some comments be having more likes than the fucking post itself. Excuse my French. I'm trying not to swear no more. I'm trying to I think that's what's stopping us from growing on this channel. We need to watch our freaking mouth. So that's what we're going to be doing. But yeah, it's like the comments, like the negative comments, the comments that you know what I'm saying, are just flat out distasteful, to say the least. That's what everybody sees first, and sometimes, yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm this perfect guy who, oh, every negative comment I don't laugh, I don't like them. No, some of them just be funny as hell. Some of them do, like honestly, but at the same time, it's I'm laughing. It's the first comment I see, and then after that one, it's another one. After that one, it's another one. Like we gotta let's push positivity more.
You actually say something is actually good, cool, I guess. You'll probably get a couple likes here and there, you know? But if you say something is mid, who let bro cook, now you're gonna get thousands of likes, replies, and maybe a couple arguments. In a way, comment sections really hijack people's videos. But platforms like TikTok and Instagram reward this. Because if there's a bunch of people arguing or just spreading hate under a video, the algorithm is gonna be like, And one of the best examples of this has to be music, because an album can drop and within the first minute someone will dead say it's mid. Like, you didn't even get to the hook yet and you're already calling the album trash. Like, Yeet recently just dropped the album and you can come fight me about it, but I personally think it's mid, but at least I finished the whole album before I call that shit trash. Then immediately people are going to start comparing, because as soon as the artist drop an EP, album, whatever, they're going to be compared to someone else. We don't let things grow anymore. We don't sit with music, and if it doesn't hit immediately, next. But maybe because there's a competition mindset in music culture now, where fans treat artists like teams. Who's better? Who fell off? Who's number one? And it's at a point where when someone drops, instead of actually trying to enjoy the music, you listen to it to see where you're gonna rank it. Like, damn, people can't even enjoy simple music anymore. Like, not everything has to be deep. Not every song has to have a hitting meaning, storyline, concept. Like, sometimes you just gotta vibe, twin. I'm gonna use Slayer as an example. He's someone that's coming up in the underground, making pretty good music in my opinion. But the people who don't like his music has resorted to calling him burger music and Minecraft intro music. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, music isn't even allowed to be fun anymore because something has to be timeless, groundbreaking, better than someone else. Like, dude, I just want to enjoy a good fucking song.
And I think low key, that's a perfect pause. Look, black screen. Let me.
And that's it.
Boom. But yeah, I think that's one of the perfect examples of, you know what I'm saying, the negative side effects of people hating on niggas online. Hopefully I can say niggas. I can say niggas, I'm black, right? Yeah. But anyways, like, that's one of the negative side effects. It's perfectly brought up with the music. That's why so many people are afraid to venture outside of certain categories that they know, like, has the listeners, that has the engagement. You know what I'm saying? A lot of artists that are talented and multifaceted and have different ways of approaching music can't even act on all ways, because the moment that they drop something that majority of, it's not even a fan, these aren't even fans that are hating. If we're being honest, these are just people that want to give an opinion. They want to feel like they're involved, they're included. When I personally feel like certain artists, like if I have a favorite artist and they drop a tape, they drop an EP, they drop an album or whatever, obviously not every album is gonna be good, not every project is gonna be good, but at the same time, if you rock with that artist through and through, there's gonna be some gems in there for you. Like, I genuinely believe that. But there's certain artists who are afraid to make music outside of the box, make music outside of their niche, because, like he said, perfect example with Yeet. I listened to the full Yeet album. Did I like it 100%? No. Did I like it 80%? No. Do I think personally that shit was ASS? Yeah, it wasn't better than the other one. The one with the him with the flame and the black mask and doing all that BS in the background. It wasn't better than that one, but I can appreciate the fact that there's some songs in there for the Yeet fans. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's some songs in there like that you can rock with. If you completely walk away from a project thinking that every song is mid, I can never take your opinion serious. Like, honestly, if you think 100% of something is bad just because you can't understand it, you can't grasp it, your mind isn't that complex to understand what you're listening to or what you're hearing, that automatically invalidates your opinion. And I think that's one of the problems with social media right now. We're giving opinions to people whose opinions don't even matter. We're giving opinions to people who don't even have the proper brain cell countage to make a proper statement that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So I feel as though let's stop giving people opinions in America where we got the freedom of speech. Yeah, I know.
Not every track has to change your life. You'll play a catchy song, they'll be like, no substance, no depth, this won't age well. Like, relax. I'm not trying to write a thesis here. I'm trying to listen to music. It goes right back to the same thing. People are so used to judging everything instantly that they forgot how to actually enjoy things. Not everything has to be a hot take. Not everything needs to be a ranking. Some things are actually just meant to be fun. And listen, it's not just music, because sports might be the worst when it comes to this. Because a player can have one bad play, one missed shot, one drop pass, and the timeline is instantly flooded with this.
This guy's trash.
They need to trade his ass immediately. Is this your GOAT? And the most annoying part about most sports fans is that they don't even watch the full game. They watch clips. So a player can have an overall good game, but if they have one bad highlight, they're getting crucified on Twitter. In the NBA, if you miss a shot, oh, you're overrated. But if you make a shot, you're still not better than blank. It's never just, oh, that was a good play. Everything turns into a debate. Everything turns into a ranking.
If you notice, like, all of this stuff stems, like, if you in the sports especially too, like, even when you were younger, you in middle school, high school, at the lunch table, and I'm saying you watched the game the night before, and then you go to school the next day, and whether it's at breakfast or at lunch, you're talking to your friends about what you've seen on the game, and there's always that one person that got this controversial ass take. Like, it never fails. It never fails. I remember in high school where the LeBron came back from 3-1 on the Warriors, and everybody was acting like, oh, Steph can't be in the top 10. The Warriors are trash. They're fraud. Like, come on, bro. LeBron is the greatest player of all time who just did some of the greatest shit of all time, greatest stuff of all time. I'm sorry, excuse me, but it's like people are just people want to be controversial for the sake of being controversial. Some of them don't even. I wouldn't be surprised if people didn't even believe the stuff that they say. Like, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, because some people just want to say stuff for the sake of shock value. The shock factor, I can't believe this guy just said this. He really said this. He really believed this. And wholeheartedly, they don't. They just saying it to get a rise out of you. They just saying that to get a reaction from the group. Because if you out your, I was about to say something crazy. But if you out your mind and you say something out your mind and you get, like, it's like rage baiting. That's why rage baiting is so popular today. Like, people are just saying stuff to get reactions. So I'm talking because this is a reaction. Ain't that crazy?
Everything turns into who's better all time. And don't get me started on the NFL, because since it has less games, every mistake feels bigger. A quarterback throws one interception. Oh, you gotta bench him. He's not your future. We need to rebuild. Dang, it's the first fucking quarter. My fault. Hand too close to home. Anyway, just like everything else, it turns into narratives. People aren't watching the game to enjoy it anymore. They're watching it to push an agenda, to prove a point, to say, oh, I knew he wasn't good. So instead of being fans, people act like analysts with bias. And if you really think about it, it's the same pattern as everything else. Something happens, people rush to react, and the loudest and the most negative take wins, and everybody else just follows it. No context, no patience, no thinking, just instant judgment. But this is the real issue. People don't form opinions anymore. What happens now is they just wait for comments to tell them what to think. The comments aren't reactions anymore, they're instructions.
Nah, I disagree like 100%. Like, that's why so many people have all these negative too many people have opinions. Too many people. Too many. I personally believe, like I said this, I probably said this in a video. If I didn't, I'll say it now. If social media was something that you had to pay for, there'll be way less tomfoolery going on. It'd be way less people online saying BS, because the fact that social media is free and that you could literally wake up from the comfort of your bed, open your phone, use your stupid Face ID, and go into a social media app. The first post you see, you could click on it, and you have access to say whatever you want. You don't even have to view the post in full. You don't have to have any context whatsoever. But the fact that you can give an opinion on it is what drives me nuts. And then I disagree with what he's saying, because everybody has an opinion. And obviously there's going to be some people that just are followers. So their opinion, like, everybody has an opinion, but your opinion can, your opinion can either be yours, or it can be curated based on what you're seeing, based on what you're reading, based on what everybody else is saying. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has an opinion. Now, is it an original one? I don't know. It depends on the person. But most people have opinions. I would say everybody has an opinion. It's just all about where did your opinion come from? Where did you I'm saying, come up with your hypothesis? Did you get it from, okay, I seen this, I understand it, I read it, or I don't understand it, but I read it and this is what I think, or I just seen Joe Schmo say this is ASS, so I think that this is ASS. You know what I'm saying? It's just something like that. It's just crazy to me.
You open TikTok, the top comment says, oh, this is trash. Now suddenly you're kind of thinking, oh, this might actually be kind of trash. And it's not that you actually believe it, but because everyone has already agreed, so now it feels kind of weird to disagree. Because going against the crowd now, that comes with pressure. The second you say, oh, this is fire, then you're defending your opinion in the comments like you're in court. People actually questioning you like you actually committed a fucking crime. So what do people do? They play it safe. They agree, even if they don't mean it, because it's easier than standing alone. And I feel like this hate has led towards a performative era. Because people just don't post anymore, they perform. Every video feels intentional, every reaction feels calculated, and every caption feels like it went through a meeting before it got posted. Like, think about it. How many times have you recorded something, watched it back, and thought, nah, people aren't gonna fuck with this, and deleted it? Not because it was bad, but it didn't feel like it was gonna be accepted. Because now it feels like people are judging everything you do. You start thinking, how's this gonna look? What are people gonna say? Is this gonna get clowned? And that pressure changes how people act. And that's where the shift happens, because you gotta choose between being yourself and being approved. And most people choose approval, because being yourself comes with the risk. You might look awkward, you might say something dumb, and you might not get validation. But being approved, that's safe, that's predictable, and that keeps your image intact. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Why do people hate so fast? Because it gets approval. Why do people copy opinions? Because it gets approval. Why does everything feel the same? Because people are optimizing for approval. We went from posting to express ourselves to posting to be accepted, and that's two completely different mindsets. And once everybody started playing it safe, everything starts to feel the same. The same jokes, the same reactions, the same phrases. You scroll through the comments and it's like mid, fell off, unreleased this, we're not making it out the hood. It's like everyone downloaded the same personality pack. And part of the reason this keeps happening is because the algorithm doesn't reward originality the way people think it does. It rewards what's familiar, what people already recognize, what people already agree with. So if a certain type of joke works once, you'll see it 1,000 times. If a certain opinion gets likes, people repeat it. Not because they truly believe it, but they know it's going to be accepted. It's not that people aren't creative anymore. It's because people are careful about.
Nah, I think that plays a factor too. Creativity is at an all-time low. Actually, it's weird. I want to say it's at it's at an all-time low, but it has all-time high potential. I think that's the perfect way that I'll be able to like put that into words, but I'll explain it a little more for those who don't understand it. For the amount of content that's being produced right now, that's why I say creativity's potential is at an all-time high. Like us as a people and the content that we're putting out there, like the whether it be information, whether it be just entertainment, whatever, it could be anything. There's a mass influx of everybody just putting out content, being creative, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of this stuff that's being produced is the same stuff, because it'll be one person that see another person blow up and it's like, oh, they blew up doing this, I want to blow up, so I probably tried doing it my way and it didn't work, let me copy this person. Oh, I'm starting to see some success because I'm copying somebody else, let me keep going. Then the next person sees them and the next person sees them. So we're just like, yeah, we have all-time high potential with creativity because there's so many people wanting to create, wanting to be something in a creative aspect. But at the same time, there's a lot of people that's just taking the easy way out, taking a shortcut and just recreating the stuff that sticks. They're not taking chances. They're not being their true authentic self. They're not doing the things that they truly want to do because it doesn't always immediately replicate to success. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't always lead down that path. So if you want immediate success, you got to follow the blueprint from the thousands to millions of people that came before you doing the same exact thing that you did, because there's somewhere that you want to be. So like I said, remember that creativity in people is at an all-time low, but it has all-time high potential. Just remember I said that. If anybody remember, I said that, remember.
What they say, how they act, and how they're going to come across. Because standing out now doesn't get attention, it gets judged. That's when you get safe content that doesn't challenge anything, doesn't feel risky, but it doesn't feel memorable. because the stuff that actually sticks with you, the stuff that actually makes you laugh, that usually come from people taking risk. But if nobody's willing to take those risks anymore, of course everything is going to start blending together. But maybe it goes deeper than that. Maybe hating feels safer than actually liking something. Because when you like something, you're putting yourself out there. People can disagree with you, judge you, question your taste. But when you hate, you're protected, because negativity is easier to agree with and it doesn't require vulnerability. But
and negativity is easier to produce. Like, one thing that I notice about the world in general, whether it be social media or in real life, like even in jobs in the workforce, when you get old enough, if you're an old enough person and you work a job, you've been working a job for a while, I know y'all hate that word depending on who's watching, but it's easy for you to make a mistake and have your boss criticize you. It's easy for you to do something wrong and have one of your coworkers say, oh, do it this way, do it that way. But when it comes to giving people their flowers, when it comes to saying something positive, it's not always the first thing that's said. That's not always on the forefront. You know what I'm saying? I remember back in the day when I was younger and I would watch like shows or whatever, or TVs and movies and stuff. You would notice that, like, in certain situations, people do things like a compliment sandwich, where they say a good thing, or here's the good, here's the bad, and then here's another good thing. Now, in today's society, it's just a shit on me sandwich, a shit on me sandwich. This is bad. This is that. This is that. I don't like this. This is stupid. This is This is trash. This is like, a lot of people are just they're quick to hop on the negative bandwagon because it's so much easier to point out the things that you don't like and the things that you dislike, as opposed to giving somebody their flowers and then adding some constructive criticism behind it. No, we just want to criticize. We want to critique. We want to have a negative opinion. We want to tell everything that's wrong with everything. And I think that's something that's like he says, social media rewards it. Like, yes, the people that run TikTok and the people that run Instagram and Facebook, who control the algorithms and how they work, and who gets the views and the attention and the clicks and the likes, they control this stuff. And to them, they don't see, like, I'm sure they see it, the negativity from a human aspect, but to them it's not negativity. To them it's engagement. No matter what. To them, all publicity is good publicity, whether it's good or bad. As long as you're on their platform, as long as you're interacting with their creators, with their videos, their shorts, their reels, or whatever it is, as long as the person leaving the most vile hate comments, the most racist hate comments, the most ignorant hate comments, as long as you're leaving those comments, and just as long as you're engaging with whatever they got going on, they're trying to keep you on the app. They don't care. It's all engagement, whether it's bad or good. Good engagement and bad engagement is engagement nonetheless. So that's what these big wigs, these companies, you know what I'm saying, that's what they see this as. That's what they're chasing. That's what they push, whether it's positive or negative. But nine times out of 10 it's going to be negative, because, you know what I'm saying, controversy sells. That's what keeps people coming back.
Time for people like this, it becomes automatic. People don't even realize they're doing it. They open a video and their first instinct is, what is wrong with this video, and not how can I enjoy this. They're no longer experiencing and enjoying content anymore. All they're doing is critiquing it. Because there was a time where you could watch something just to feel something, laugh.
Y'all know this, right? I don't watch videos before I react to them. Everything that I react to, I'm watching it for the first time. But y'all notice when I pause and I go on like my mini rants and I say something, this guy says he either says the exact same thing that I said, or he says something along those lines. I'm telling you, like, you really got to see this world for what it is. And I'm glad that the person making this video, I can tell he can see the world for what it is. He can see it.
Enjoy it, be confused, or disliked it. Whatever it was your reaction. Unfiltered, immediate, and real. But now, that moment barely exists. Because before you decide how you feel, you check the comments. What do other people think? What's the take? What am I supposed to say about this? And once you do that, your reaction isn't really yours anymore. It's influenced, adjusted, and approved. And over time, this changes you, because you stop being honest and you start being careful. Careful with your opinions, careful with what you say, and careful how you come across. Not because you don't know who you are, but because you know how people react. Because at some point, without even noticing it, we stopped being ourselves and started performing.
More of the story is we need less followers and more leaders. My son just woke up. That's the video. Thank you if you watched it. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. We out of here.